SOS The ABBA Experience recreates the music from ABBA, almost note for note from the original albums. And they are coming to the Spire on Friday, November 1st for a concert in support of Lionhearts Inc. and the Spire. Joining me on Zoom from Canada are band members Kevin Wright, who plays Bernie, and Andrea Valois, who plays Frida. Kevin, Andrea, thanks so much for being here today. Thanks for all you're doing to support charities here in Kingston, Ontario. What can people expect from that show?
It's an event. We want to make it so that people are not just coming to see a show, but they're part of the event, and hence the name, The Experience. So we try to make it as interactive as possible. Not only do we try to be as accurate as possible to the ABBA sound with, 10 musicians, 7 live vocals, so that nothing is, played to track or anything. It's live off the floor. But we try to get the audience to participate as much as possible. We encourage people to dance, to sing. They can vote on the next song that even we don't know the song until we get the vote tally. We go out into the audience and get them to sing as well.
And of course, you're going to hear a lot of ABBA music.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And who doesn't love ABBA?
It's more than just the music, right? It's the costumes, it's the lighting. Like, what does it take to really bring ABBA to life?
That's a great question. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of talented musicians, and we're so fortunate that we have an incredible team. When they're on stage, the music sounds like the music of ABBA. Our lead singers, Andrea is one of the key characters up front, sound like the original singers, and we embrace the spirit of ABBA and put on a very visual show. We're out in the audience, we're out getting you to sing along, getting up to dance with us, and at least getting your toes tapping.
Absolutely.
Where does one get an ABBA costume? I don't think you can just buy those in the store.
Well, there are some you can buy, but they're not really as authentic as possible. So we've done a lot of research on them, and we've found some costume designers, seamstresses here in the Ottawa area where we're based. And we work directly with them to make sure that we source the right material and the right designs. And then through a lot of collaboration, we're able to recreate what we can as best as we can to the ABBA aesthetic, if you will.
You're all over Ontario and beyond. You must really love ABBA. Was there a moment in your life where you said, I love ABBA, I want to do ABBA?
For sure. So when I was in my early teens, we were living in Germany. My father was in the military, and we heard ABBA on the radio all the time. So it was in my psyche. It wasn't necessarily top of my playlist as I grew up, but every time you heard a song, you immediately went back to, I remember those days, I remember those songs. And that's something that really drove me when I brought this band together to realizing that there's so many people out there who want to experience the joy of ABBA music and what it would be like to be at an ABBA concert. So that's my history on ABBA.
For me, it's part of my childhood. This is how I learned how to sing harmony. It was always, playing in the background in my house. My grandmother, who used to live with us, and she only spoke Italian, she always wanted us to sing Chiquitita because she could relate to the name. So definitely ingrained in my past and recent past. And I've always loved singing it. It's very singable, it's catchy, it's relatable, and really multi-generational. I mean, the young and the older generations love it.
And I'll add, most people don't know, the ABBA music sounds simple, it sounds joyous, but it's very complex. The harmonies, the instrumentalization, the layers of sounds that go into it. And the musicians on stage know that, because just about everyone who's joined this band and learned the material went, this is harder than I thought, but the result is amazing.
You don't need to be a professional musician to sing along to it, but to perform it, there's the complexities. I want to ask, so this is more than, well, it's an amazing show. You're transporting people back to kind of a different era or a different time, but it's also for charity, and it's for specifically Lionhearts and their embassy, which is a live music cafe that's run every week in Kingston. Is there something that drives you to support Lionhearts or the embassy?
We've always been really I guess, akin or trying to give back. We've received so much in our lives, and it's very important for us as musicians and just as human beings to want to give back to those around us. And if you can do it through music, what better way to bring people together? We've supported other charities along the way, and nonprofits, and I think it's really important, and it gives us a sense of purpose as well.
Yeah, and the thing I would add is that when we do it and we're playing to the audience, you feel the love, the fact that they're enjoying this. So it's a collective effort to raise happiness, joy, and to be able to take a piece of what we're doing and give that back to the community for those who might not be able to come to the show, don't have the means to come to the show, that maybe someday they will get to the point where they will be able to join us. And that cycle really does drive us.
Amazing. So thank you so much, Andrea. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for supporting charitable work in Kingston, for bringing a big show to our community. And it is a big show, and something we're looking forward to definitely at the Spire, November 1st. Kevin, if you don't mind reminding people how to get tickets.
You can go to sosband.ca and look at our events page, and you'll scroll down, you'll see the Spire in there, and on the page that comes up, there's a ticket link. There's still many great seats available, and we encourage you to get your tickets, support your community, come out and have a good time.
Great, but tickets are rolling. I see, every day I get an update, and it's more and more tickets purchased. So please grab your ticket while they're available. Come see ABBA SOS at the Spire, and thank you again, Andrea and Kevin, for being here today.
Thank you, Sam.